Hello Taurus. It is my intention to share with you today the message that is going to be your map for the first 15 days of February 2017. And it's my intention that through the awareness of the challenges you will be facing, you will be making the best decisions in the future. So thank you for providing me an answer that transcends any kind of language barrier, so that anyone who can be reached is reached, thus allowing them to take better decisions, because it is my honest intention to help them out, and if I have the chance, why not? Alright, let's go. So we go with your past, Taurus. Remember that you have to use your intuition to apply the messages that I'm giving you, but the original intention was from the 1st to 5th, 6th to the 10th, and from the 11th to the 15th. So yeah, whenever you're gonna see the video, it's probably the best time to apply the message for you. So we start with your past. The stage you were facing in your past was a stage where you had to take action because it was the start of something new. It was the start of a new project or something that you have a lot of passion in it, and you took the step because it is upright, so it means that you actually took the chance to develop whatever it is that you had to develop. The way you were acting, the way people perceived you, your surroundings, is a 6 of Cups. This means emotional harmony, which means that you loved the process. The way you were acting was like in a very happy way. You were able to share moments with other people, not asking anything in return, just being present to the moment and having a laugh with the persons that surround you. So it was a very happy, peaceful time, very harmonious. However, the way you were thinking, maybe you could have developed your project a little bit more. Maybe you were not taking advice from people who were close to you. But whatever it is, the way you were thinking was not big. Like, you were not really expanding your craft. You took the step, you started it, but you didn't go to the extreme with it, I feel. But that's alright. I mean, I don't see this as bad. I just see that it is potential that can still be developed even now. So don't... Remember that the Ace of Wands is a card that suggests or requires a lot of action. It requires a lot of passion. And when it is present, the best thing you can do is ride with it until the end. Don't stop. Don't get too relaxed. That's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to the present moment, though, the moment you're watching this video most likely, is you're feeling like you have gone through a lot. This is funny because you have the Ace of Wands and then you have the 9 of Wands. You did a lot of steps in this time, and I feel that you are reaching the end, but however, because it has been a long task, you are feeling exhausted. So it is demanding a lot of you. You are realizing that this thing you're doing is taking more energy than you originally thought, so you're feeling like kind of exhausted or drained. It is a stage of making an effort because you're almost there. When it comes to your actions and the way people see you, you have the King of Pentacles, which means that you are acting in a very balanced, very abundant way, very cool, very calm. It's like you know where you want to go, you know where you want to get, people know that you have a goal now, and you are actually achieving it, that you have some results to show, which is a good thing, because a Taurus is chasing always the results. Not because you're greedy, I don't think it's because you're greedy, it's because, although you could be, but I think it is because you like the sense of stability that comes only with concrete results. After all, you are an Earth fixed sign, so... And you do rule the house of possessions, so that means that what motivates you is to have the things you want around you, and you are acting like that because you have shown some results. Let's go with the way you're thinking. So first you have the 4 of Pentacles reverse, and this shows that there's not a lot of structure in your financial affairs, there's not a lot of stability. Even though you're acting like that, you don't really have the support, your mental support. The way you're thinking is a way that really you are maybe spending more than you have, or maybe you're spending too much and this is a good time to save, but you're not thinking like that. You're thinking like, it doesn't really matter, like, I'm gonna waste I know I have a lot, so, and I deserve it because I'm really tired. So, you have another card, which is the Hierophant. Yes. What this card means is that the way you're thinking is that you are grounded in yourself, in your divine inspiration, because you know you have a talent. I relate all of these three cards, and I think that you have found something you're very good at. You're an authority in that, and you have just found out how valuable that talent is, and you plan on exploiting it a lot. Not really because of the results it can give you, although you're happy about that, but rather because of who you are when you are in that groove, so to speak, in that flow. So I feel that you have a lot of confidence in yourself, in your ways. You are very secure. You're feeling very safe and very. You don't have really like you don't really have an earthly stability, which means that you may not even have a home, but you have stability in yourself, and that's good, in your divine inspiration, in whatever it is you're doing right now. When we move to the future, we have the Five of Wands, which means conflict. You're going to be reaching a stage of conflict. It's going to be a lot of... Maybe it's not a little conflict, it's not a bad conflict, certainly. This is good conflict. It means conflict that will lead to growth. It means that there are many possibilities ahead of you, and you don't know which one to take. There may be some disagreements with people, but nothing too serious. The thing is, you're going to be in a state where it's not really peaceful. And when you go from the Ace of Wands to the Nine of Wands to the Five of Wands, which means that you are living a life that is really like moving you, I feel. Maybe you are being moved, and you have found the center in yourself, which is a good thing. You're trusting your talent, you're trusting your knowledge, you're trusting your authority on certain things, and you're resting on those support systems. And then you have the Emperor when it comes to your mind in your future. This means that there's going to be really a lot of structure. You went from the Four of Pentacles reversed to the Four of Major Arcana, which means that there was a really paradigm shift. I feel that you will... maybe it is because... certainly it is because you're going to be in a stage that is going to require you to be rigid, to be like standing your ground, not being afraid of who you are, of going after what you want, of standing on your beliefs. You're not afraid of a fight. If someone comes to argue with you, they're gonna hear about you. They're gonna hear a lot, because you're not gonna take any more crap from anyone, and you're gonna be like, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I'm capable of. So yeah, guys, if you don't like it, whatever, I don't care. So you're gonna be okay. But then you have the King of Cups reversed in your actions and the way people see you, which means that you're not really... You're letting your emotions reach you, basically. You're going to try to be rigid because you want to defend yourself, who you are. You're going to be standing in your own system. It is this system, this structure. But I feel you will be acting, and people will see you as someone who is perhaps too rigid. Perhaps is allowing some emotions to make decisions for you. You're allowing some emotions to make decisions for you before you really get to observe the emotions. Because the thing about the King of Cups is because it's like you can stay in the middle of the water, which is your emotions. This guy is sitting on top of a stone throne, which means that even though he's in the middle of his emotions, and in his emotions you can see are everywhere, like they're splashing around, some waves, there's a little boat back there which is like in the middle of the chaos. This guy is not bothered. He's not phased. He can be in the middle of it, and he can still take a look at everything and be objective and very, very peaceful and compassionate. You're not gonna be like that. You're gonna be too guarded, perhaps, too ready for a fight. No willingness to listen, to observe the way you are feeling, and to analyze it. That is the only card that worries me. I think that this is a good reading. Like, even though you have some problems, some financial instability, and I guess you had some difficulties in the past when it came to developing yourself or listen to other people's counsel. Even though that's in your past, you're still doing good in the present, and in the future you're going to be able to stand your ground. But I would go with the advice that don't be too rigid. Be willing to listen. Be willing to concede some things. There are some things that other people are kind of right, which is like the lesson here. It is an echo. Sometimes people want to help you out, you know. So don't be so ready to argue, even if they are ready to argue with you. Basically, use the best of the emperor, and don't go overboard with it until the point that it turns you to someone who is not like even willing to see his own emotions for what they are. The base energy is the Five of Pentacles, which means that you are acting in a way that does not fit you at all. There are better ways to go about things, certainly, and you have a lot of choices around you which are better for you. So you don't have to tolerate the conditions you are currently living, the situations you're currently at. And underneath that we have Justice reverse, which means that, well, basically it is the following. It is the same message as the Five of Pentacles. There is something that is not true in your life. And I feel that something that is not true is the conditions you are living right now. There should be no reasons why. If you have all the chances, all the opportunities to be abundant, and you know you can be, there's no reason why you are experiencing financial instability. You should be able to get your things like orderly and be structured. Not that you get attached to it, but at least like don't, because this card means loss, you know, means losses. If you are earning money, it would suck that you lost more money than you are making, because then that would make you uninspired. And you are doing so well right now. You're listening to everything. You're very like in tune with your own spirituality, so you are following your spiritual path very well. And I think that your spiritual path is asking that you do not become a martyr, and you do not become someone like, be proud for, be coherent. Try to get a place, especially if you're Taurus. That's what gives you happiness, guys. Among many other things, because you're not just your sun sign or your ascendant or your lunar sign, moon sign. You are also your other planets and signs, your whole natal astral chart. So, but the thing is, Taurus finds a lot of joy in their stability and possessions. And maybe you would be happier if you had the things you wanted. And the thing is, this is telling you you can, whenever you want to. But you had to stop. You had to start telling the truth to yourself. Which means that maybe you're not gonna get what you want unless you fix this. It could be one message, probably. Use your intuition to apply what I'm telling you to yourself, but basically the central message is be more careful when it comes to your finances, because the life you're asking can already be found. But there are some habits you need to correct first, because these habits are turning your truth upside down, and they're making you think you are poorer than you already are. You're rich. Live it. Don't just speak about it. I guess that would be like the kind of message. And yes, it is talking about order. It is talking about stability. It is talking about following some guidelines that are gonna center your life. Not in yourself, of course. You're already centered. I can see that. It is only an advice for you to be better in the future, because no one wants to be like this. And I guess you would want your own place as soon as possible. Maybe even your priorities right now are your possessions, and yet you're not seeing them. And the reason why you're not seeing those conditions improve is because you are acting in a way that is not really beneficial to yourself. Maybe you're spending too much again. But yeah, these are the two warnings, this one and that one. Like in the future, try not to argue too much, try not to be too rigid, be willing to listen. And if you are feeling too angry or mad or anything, don't act that way. You can feel it, but don't act it. Because if you do, I feel that the King of Cups reverse, like, it is really easy to get into a fight with this guy. And I don't want that for you, because you're gonna get even more rage later, and it's gonna come back later to you. So the sooner you can get over that, the better. And the smoother you can do it, the better. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you like the video. I hope it helps you pick your battles better in the future. I hope it helps you bring peace with the people around you, even if they are arguing with you. And I hope it can give you some peace of mind, because what this is telling you is that you can already get what you want, and you know that, but you're not living it, because there are some things that can be a little bit better. That's all. So it is a very nice reading. It conveys very simple yet useful advice, and I guess that's going to be the focus for the first 15 days of February. I hope they make sense to you, and if they don't, feel free to ignore them, and I hope you find someone else who is more aligned with your experience. Anyway, guys, I wish you the best. I hope if you want any personal readings, you can contact me through the Facebook page or the email, which is right in the description box below, and I'll be happy to support you. Take care. See ya.